In this demonstration we'll look at creating and managing volumes with diskpart, and also as well we'll have a look at creating a mirrored volume in Server 2016. What I've done at this point here, I've just logged onto my file server. On my file server what I've done is I've gone into Windows PowerShell, and the first thing we'll do is we'll actually create a new volume. So just in PowerShell, first thing we're going to do here is just launch up the diskpart utility. At this point here I've typed in diskpart, so we'll hit the enter key. Now what we'll do is we'll just get a list of disks. I will do that by typing in list space disk. That gives us a list of the disks, so we can see the disks that are currently online, we can see the disks that are offline. Now what we want to do is we want to create a volume on disk 3. So what we'll do is we'll type in the command to actually select disk 3. Now we've typed in select space disk space 3. Next thing we'll do at this point here, it's currently basic disk, so what we'll do at this point is we'll convert through to dynamic because we are going to mirror the disk at some point. And we'll do that by typing in convert space dynamic. So now we've converted that disk across. The next thing we'll do here is we'll create a volume. And we're going to do that by create space volume space simple space size equals 500 for 500 megabytes, and then space disk equals 3. We'll now assign it a drive letter. And we'll do that by typing in assign space letter equals G. And finally we'll just format the disk. And we'll do that by simply typing in format. So our disk is now finally formatted, so what we'll do at this point here is we'll move back to our disk management utility, which is the graphic user interface for managing disks in Windows Server 2016. And what we can see now at this point here is we've now formatted the G drive, and what we've got is we've got the NTFS file system, and as we can see the disk is actually dynamic. Next thing we'll do at this point here is through this graphic user interface, what we'll do is we'll create a new mirrored volume. The advantage of creating a new mirrored volume is that what we'll do is we'll duplicate any data written to one disk onto the second disk. So what we're going to do at this point here is we'll go for some of our unallocated space, and what we'll do is we'll create our new mirrored volume. That brings us into a wizard, so at this point here we'll just select our next button. And what we're going to do at this point here is we're just going to add disk 4. And then what we'll do is we'll select our next button again. What I want to do at this point here is I'm fairly happy with the H drive. Well, extremely happy with the H drive. And then what we'll do is we'll select next. Then what we'll do, just for purpose of this demonstration, we'll go for our resilient file system. And what we'll also do as well is we'll give it a name, we'll call it mirror. And what we'll also do as well is we'll perform a quick format and select next. Read through the summary and select finish. Just telling us here that it needs to convert the basic disk, disk 4, to dynamic. We're happy with that, so we'll select yes. It's now going to go away, format, create our mirrored volume, and now what we've got for our H drive is we've now got the ability to write to both disks at the same time. That'll give us redundancy. And that's the end of this demonstration. Thank you.